My name is Rowan O'Donoghue, and I'm the co-founder and Chief Technology Officer in Origina. Our journey started way back in '99, and we had an IBM business partner business, so very much a value-added reseller is what they call them. So we resold a lot of IBM's technology software, but then I guess the unit I headed up was a professional services, so we did implementation service, we did consultancy, and funnily enough, that was the origins of where we got into the support game. Because customers never saw value in the IBM offering, so they actually used to pay on the double and used to take out our service. And that comes back to the concierge service, the more intimate kind of service, the expertise to help them with the challenges they face. Probably collaborative, if I was to describe it that way. I think we've been really lucky with the people we brought into the organization. Some really good talent, really good ideas, experience. And it's, one of the things I always like to try and do is get the most out of people. So we'll always find challenges every day of the week, right? So whether it's growing the business as a hyper-growth company, whether it's solving customer problems, and the best way to address those is kind of work with the teams and stuff, right? What is a problem statement? Everyone get around the table. But yeah, I think that's kind of worked quite well in terms of leading the teams down as well and being able to overcome those. Empower, it's an important word, and it kind of has two dimensions. Very much when we created this offering and this business, it was very much about putting the customer in control. Okay, so if we look at the industry today, so we have this mantra about change in the software industry. It's a lovely romantic notion, but really what does it mean? The industry is being created where it really just benefits one entity, which is the OEMs and the vendors. Okay, but obviously what we're trying to do is we're trying to put the customer in control of their software roadmaps. And along that journey, it's the same with our staff. How do we empower them to be better individuals as we grow the organization? And what you'll normally find is when people come into the organization, they start with one role, but then as they become empowered, they end up in different roles. They progress within the organization itself, and ultimately add more value to our customers. I think it's the ability to change, honestly, to make a difference and really to change how things have been done for so many years, within the industry. I think it's the freedom and the autonomy, not that we have to abide by a certain rule book or how things have been done. It's a bit like we start with a blank canvas and we can rewrite how it should be done, So I think that's very much rewarding. And again, I will probably come back to it's every day is different. It's being able to take an organization probably where we had 3 individuals when we started to now we're on a world stage. There's a bit of a David and Goliath story in a sense behind that. I think the fact that people have, particularly our staff and our customers, have believed in what we're about. Okay, there's a great sense of satisfaction. There's a great sense of internal empowerment that we're on the right track. But yeah, I think it's that quest to deliver a service that we can all be proud of, our customers see value, and more importantly, I think it's that customers are involved with us along that journey to help us shape what that service needs to look like to meet their needs. Can-do attitude. I think that is probably the most important thing. What we find is, and again, coming back to, everything doesn't go our way every day of the week, right? Regardless of who you are in the organization. And being able to navigate around those challenges, find a solution. And, I think that's both rewarding for the employee, the individual, but it also helps us on our trajectory in terms of delivering that mission. So yeah, can-do attitude would be the one thing I would say. I think the best thing here is the culture. I think a lot of people get great satisfaction in terms of along that mission. We've got a great, employee engagement committee. We've got a great diversity kind of culture in the organization. If I maybe go back to some examples in terms of where in the recruitment process, CV or job specs can be very binary, very black and white, but they don't really tell the full picture. So I think it's, what I always do when I'm talking to candidates is to give them examples in terms of, what will the role involve, right? And to show what the challenge is, where the reward comes from. But I think it's, understand more about what the role is, and then understand where you feel you could fit. But I think it's overall, it's a very rewarding experience working in it. Probably the one I regularly use on a day-to-day basis is I don't know what I don't know. And I think it's about that strive to really dig hard and understand and get the facts, and particularly as we grow the business, every day is a learning experience, right? Learning what our customers need. And I think it's a good quote I use, when we engage the teams to try and, understand what does the service offering need to look like. And it's that quest for knowledge, quest for information, and the more we know about the needs of people, the more about some of the challenges, the better we are equipped then in which to, overcome those.